students, today we are going to see some more interesting and important questions from MS Chauhan, isomerism, questions from 31 to 40. Come on, let us check. The first question says, indicate whether each of the following pairs are identical or not. Okay, now three pairs they have given in that first pair and second pair and these are third pair. Okay, now the first pair, one it is Newman's projection, the other one it is Fisherman's projection. Now we have to check what are the options they have given. In that options, generally they have given enantiomers, diastereomers are identical. We have to check these pair and analyze. We have to give that whether it is a diastereomers or enantiomers are identical. Come on. Now, enantiomers means what? It has to be a mandatory RS configuration. Diastereomers means two carbon, it will be there. In that one carbon attached atoms are fixed. The other atom, slight variation, slight rearrangements will be taking place. So that is diastereomers. And identical. Identical, it is nothing. Meso. That is what, right? So come on, let us check what are that categories it belongs to. Now, in that first compound, first pairs, you just observe these two. I just bring it to your notice. So the first compound, first pair, that means first pair, first compound. So here CH3, CHF, and then backside CH2Br. So dot, it is a front carbon. Circle, it is a back carbon. It's a Newman's projection. But I'm converting this one into what it is, Fisherman's projection. So Fisherman's projection, head and tail like wedge and a dash. In that dash position, it has to be a fourth priority, and wedge position higher, atomic number higher, like we can bring it. But here I just converted here what it is, fluorine atomic number higher, and in this head CH3, this is front carbon, no, so I just bring it fluorine first priority, and wedge position and dash position, and the second carbon, that means backside carbon CH2Br, I just bring it. Now according to CIP rule, so first priority whom you will give, fluorine you will give. Why? Because atomic number higher. So 1 2 3 4, so you will get what it is, clockwise. When it is clockwise, fourth priority on dash, this is fourth priority on dash. Clockwise, when it is coming clockwise, it is R, and anti-clockwise, it is S. So it is clockwise only, so you are getting R. In that first pair, first compound, it is R. Now let us check the second. In the first pair, second compound. Okay, now here they have given what it is, wedge CH3 dash fluorine CH2Br and F. Actually speaking, in the dash position only hydrogen has to come. Why? That is a mandatory, because dash position only fourth priority it has to be there, but in the dash position atomic number higher it has to be there. So that means interchanges taking place. So before going for interchanges, I just give that order 1 2 3 4. It's just I'm giving that order. After that, interchanges will be taking place. So interchanges, where it has to be taken place, see, one, fluorine has to go in that higher priority and hydrogen has to come here. So that means fluorine will go there and hydrogen will come here. I just put it in the blue color. And even here also, it has to be in order. So 1, 2, and 3, where it is there. So here also 2 and 3 also will be changing. 2, 3 also will be changing. So that is what I just bring it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means fluorine, CH2Br, and CH3, and in dash position hydrogen fourth priority has come. Now it is actually what it is, anti-clockwise. Usually changes taking place means that rotation also will be changing, clockwise anti-clockwise it will be turned, right? So this is anti-clockwise. First we are seeing what it is here. Now it is totally, it changes. So what it is, so that means what it is here, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it is yes. Now this is first pair, first compound, this is first pair, second compound. So what do we observe in this RS configuration? We observe RS configuration means what it is, enantiomers. Yes, in that first pair, it is an enantiomer. Now let us go and check the second pair. Now in that second pair they have given fisherman's projection only. Now let us check what it has mentioned. Okay, now in the wedge position Cl they have mentioned, in the dash position hydrogen is, that only we have to check first whenever we are seeing the compound, whether it is there in the dash position hydrogen, wedge it is atomic number high, that only, so that it will be easy for us to identify RS configuration. So of course, according to this, atomic number 1 it is Cl, atomic according to that order CIP rule, here we are giving the priority 2 and 3 we are giving here and fourth priority, so that order it goes 1 2 3 4 clockwise only. So clockwise, CW I just mentioned, clockwise means what it is, interchange which is not required because already hydrogen is there in the dash position 1 2 3 4, it is in order, blue color I just mentioned, so I just give the different color so easily you can make out. So R only, so R it is clockwise, yes, fine. Come on, now we'll go to the next carbon here, first carbon and second carbon. So in this chlorine it is first only, but what it has mentioned in the dash position chlorine is there, actually fourth priority it has to be in the dash, but in that this side hydrogen is there in that wedge side, so that means we have to interchange takes place. So here interchanges takes place means automatically what it is, configuration, the rotation will be changing. So that means here 1 2, the orange color I just mentioned 1 2 3 4, but interchanges taking place. So interchanges means here clockwise only, but due to the interchanges here anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means yes. So first in that second pair, first compound are yes, right, and the same way in the second compound, second compound, second pair it is one, that one, here what it is, first carbon and second carbon, here chlorine is there in the dash and hydrogen is there in the wedge and CH3, and the same way here hydrogen is there on top and wedge position chlorine and dash position CH2 CH3, totally different. So definitely we have to change the interconversion, that means interchanges taking place. So this will generally here what it is, 1 2 3 4, green color I just mentioned, no? So 1 2 3 4, but interchanges taking place. So interchanges taking place means, so this chlorine will come here, hydrogen will go there, so here opposite chlorine like this it will change, so like turn opposite side, no, this is a clockwise, but it actually interchanges, due to that it has anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means what it is? Yes. So fourth priority on dash, anti-clockwise means yes. Okay. Now in the same way, this also Cl it has mentioned one, but what it is there in the wedge and the dash position, hydrogen has to come. So hydrogen has to come here 3 and 4. It has to change. So when it is taking place, when changes taking place, this also will be what it is, yes, configuration. So that second pair in that second compound, yes, yes, configuration. So this is RS configuration in that second compound, yes, yes, configuration. So first one it is RS, the second one it is SS. So actually one it is RS, the other one yes, yes, on it is common. So first one R and yes, when we see that difference, one it is fixed, the other one it has changed. So one it is fixed, the other one it has changed, it's a spatial arrangement, it is not mirror image, it's not mirror image. So that means what it is diastereomers. So the second option it will be diastereomers. And come on, let us check the third one. Third one will be very interesting because yes, come on, let us check here, CH3, CHBr, here C, here CH, CH3Br. So when we see this compound, we are seeing that interchanges. Why? To get that idea for combination. So that means when you are rotating one point, that means CH3Br, because we have to see in order. See here what it is, Br it is there. here CH3 it is there. So we are giving the priority, whom we have to give the priority like that way. So hydrogen has to come here and Br, so CH3. And the same way second compound in the CH3 CHBr and CH3 CHBr. So here also interchanges taking place. Why we are giving interchanges? For according to that what it is CAP rule, higher priority and lower priority in that way. So when we are changing this here, see this is the compound, here changes taking place. So CH3 CHBr CH, here CH3 CHBr, and the same way in the second compound CH3 CHBr, and here what it is CH3 CHBr. So automatically it is changing. See both the side it is common. So both the side if it is common means same, means what it is identical. So identical means what you will find, POS will be present. So when you cut, so automatically same, it is mirror images, superimposable mirror images taking place. So here what it is identical. So identical, we can say one more word, it is meso. So in that meso generally you can find what it is superimposable on mirror images, POS will be present, so that is called meso. Now I think you got that idea. What are those three? First compound, it is what it is enantiomer. Second compound, what it is? Diastereomers. Third compound, identical. I hope you got the clarity of these. I already mentioned all these points for you to remember. Yeah, come on, let us check which is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity, all these points. Yes. So, first one enantiomers, second one diastereomers, third one identical. So, option C is the correct option. So in this all pairs, the first one enantiomers, and the second one diastereomers, and the third one meso. That means identical. So I hope you got the clarity about enantiomers, diastereomers, and identical. Come on, let us go to the next question. I hope you got the clarity about this question. It's really interesting. Which of the following is achiral? Achiral means it has to be a symmetrical, same molecules attached to the chiral carbon. They have given this structure, and the hand, human hand, and a human body, and molecules of 3 methyl heptane. So as you see, only when you cut, you will get a similar. That means upper side same, similar, down also it will be similar. So you will get achiral. Yes, this is achiral only. And the same way human hand. So when you cut, do you think you will get the same similar? See here thumb finger is there, here a little finger is there, it will not be the same. So this is not, what to say, a chiral. It is a chiral because chiral, why do we say it's a chiral? Different groups or atoms attached to that carbon, so different fingers are attached that hands, that is we can say it's a chiral, right? And POS, COS will be absent, but here what it is, POS is there, right? Now human, when you human body also, what do you think in this human body? See here when you cut, it will not be the same. So this is actually what it is, chiral. So chiral means what it is, chiral, POS and COS will be absent. See what are the questions they are asking. Just we couldn't even imagine the question will be coming like that. So they are asking in that way. But it is a simple, easy. When you imagine, when you think it is a proper concept, you will come to know that idea. Now, molecule of 3 methyl heptane. Okay, heptane, how many carbons are there? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the third carbon, methyl, CH3, and CH, right? CH3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the third carbon, what it is? CH3, 3 methyl heptane. Okay, now actually speaking, this is a chiral molecule, the chiral carbon. So do you think is there a achiral? Achiral means it has to be symmetrical, both the side it has to be equal portion. But when you cut, Do you think is there any point will be available? No, this is chiral molecule, right? So you cannot find COS or POS. POS absent, COS absent. Yes. Now, which is the correct option? Which of the following is achiral? This is achiral. So COS, COS also present, we can say. Okay. Now here, which is the correct option? Option A is the correct option. Hope you got that idea. What is chiral? What is achiral? Come on, let's go to the next question. And which of the following compounds are mesoforms? So, just as you observe, what do you identify? So, in this first compound, second compound, third compound, generally meso compound means first mainly it has to be achiral molecule, achiral. That means the same group or atoms attached to that, and minimum two chiral centers it has to be present, and POS COS it has to be mandatory. That means COS POS it is present. So when it is present, it means optically inactive, right? So these are all the points. It's a mandatory. These are all the conditions to identify what it is. Meso. Okay, now here in this point, you see CH3, CHOH. Yes, we are coming. But here what it is, CH2, CH3, it has to be same. When you cut, it has to be similar. See, suppose if you are cutting this side, so this is HOH, both are same only, but here it is different. Here CH3 it is there, here CH2, CH3. So this will not be a mesoform. And the next one, second one, you see here CH3 it is there, here also CH3 it is there. As we are checking this also, we can check top and down. So both the sides same, but here CHCl, here CHCl opposite side. See this side, when you cut, you cannot find the same, which is superimposable mirror images on each other. So you cannot find in this. So in this point, one more point also I should mention what it is: superimposable mirror image on each other. Okay, superimposable on mirror image, right? Okay, so in this point what it is, second one also it's not correct. Now you see here wedge position, here also wedge position. In this cyclohexane, here CH3 it is there, here also CH it is there. Now when you cut this side, you are getting equal. That means both the side, when you fold these two things, it's identical actually. See, when you fold this both, it is superimposable on mirror image, right? So that means a compound 3 only it is mesoform. I hope you got the clarity about mesoform. What are the condition? It has to be mandatory when we are looking at the compound. See, the first one it has to be achiral, and minimum two chiral centers must be present. And the next one, POS COS, it's mandatory, it has to be present. And optically inactive, if it is the same or chiral, naturally who will be there in that point? Optically inactive. So optically inactive means another one, superimposable on mirror image, and it cannot rotate. PPL, what it is? PPL, plane polarized light. Okay, plane of polarized light, it cannot rotate. PPL, right? Okay, I hope you got the clarity about all these points related to that meso compound. Come on, let's go to the next question. Really concept based question. The separation of racemic mixture into pure enantiomers is termed as. So, racemic mixture into pure enantiomers. So, they have given the option racemization, isomerization, resolution, and equilibration. Okay, in that question only they have mentioned a racemic mixture into pure enantiomers. So, racemization will not be the correct option. Why I'm telling here, converting of optically active, that is enantiomers, optically active into racemic mixture. See here, what is the process? Optically active into optically inactive. So enantiomers are optically active, racemic mixtures are optically inactive. So one point it is converting into another point here. Racemic mixture into pure enantiomers. That means racemization will not be the correct answer. Here they have given the opposite um, concept here. So what is it, racemization? Generally we say it is optically active into optically inactive. So you will come to know racemic mixtures are optically inactive. Yes, fine. That means this will not be the correct option. And the second one, isomerization. You know very well isomerization. Same molecular formula, different structural formula, different physical and chemical properties will be there. So these are all what it is, isomerization. I just give that this idea. And the third one, resolution. Resolution, as you are seeing that resolution word only. What is your resolution? You want to be in IIT, right? So that is your resolution. Yes, I have to start what to plan. I have to plan to study all these things. So resolution you'll be taking. So that resolution is you are having your own resolution. And isomerization, isomers in that resolution, what it is, converting optically inactive into optically active. So here what it is, enantiomers are optically active, racemic mixtures are optically inactive. Yes, coming to that point. So converting of optically inactive into racemic mixture. That means racemic mixture into enantiomers. That is what resolution. So optically inactive, what it is, racemic mixture. So racemic mixture converted into enantiomers. Enantiomers is what it is, optically active. So optically inactive into enantiomers, that is racemic mixture into enantiomers, is called resolution. I hope you got that idea. You want to be in IIT, that means you are going from basic to IIT. That is what. So racemic mixture into enantiomers, it is called resolution. I hope you got that clarity. Now the last one, equilibration, that is actually converting two or more isomers into a stable structure, that is ketoenol formation. This will not be the correct answer. So we are, our vote will go for resolution. Our resolution, you know which is the correct option. Yes, option C is the correct option. So racemic mixture into enantiomers, please remember this keyword. Racemic mixture into enantiomers is called what it is, resolution. So optically inactive into optically active, that is also is a keyword for a resolution. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let's go to the next question. They have given that first compound and second compound, third compound and fourth compound. So first compound CH3 CH2 twice, second compound CH2 CH2Br, and is third compound CH2Br, and fourth compound tertiary carbon like CCH3 thrice. Now whom you will give the priority according to RS configuration. RS configuration, what it is, highest number, that means atomic number higher, that you will give the priority for one. Atomic number lower, you will give the priority for four. So in this, whom you will give that higher priority? Of course, as you look at this picture, I mean, as you look at this compound, I just bring it as a structural formula. So here something which is attached, they didn't even mention, so I just put it by in small hyphen. Okay, now in that 2CH3 it is there, here 1CH2, 2CH3 it is there, here 1CH2Br it is there, here 2 hydrogen which is attached with bromine, and here 3CH3 is there. So whom you will give the priority among these means, you will give the priority for bromine. That means bromine atomic number higher, so automatically according to CIP rule, so you will give the priority 1. Why, you know, because atomic number higher, you will give that priority. Other what it is, groups, it is not a matter, but here atomic number higher according to CIP rule. So priority is directly proportional to atomic number, right? So this you will give the priority. So that is third compound, you will give the first one. And then second one, here next to that what it is here, CH2Br it is there, but here 2CH3 it is there, but here 3CH3 it is there. See, 1, 2, 3. So among all these, uh, this is the next highest RS configuration priority. Okay, so that means this is 4. Okay, now next one what it is? The next one whom you will give that priority, CH2Br or 2CH3? Here 2CH3 only you will give that priority. Why, you know? Because two carbons are there. But here CH2Br, it is next to that carbon only, but carbon only it is two carbons are available. So you will give the priority for first compound. And the last one whom you will give the priority to. So 3, 4, what it is? 3, 4, 1, 2. That is the order. So 3, 4, 1, 2. So C is the correct options. 3, 4, 1, 2. I hope you got the clarity about RS configuration, how to identify what is the main concept in RS configuration, that is CIP rule. I hope you got the clarity. Priority is directly proportional to atomic number. That's more than enough to get the answer. Meso compound. Which are the compound? It is meso. Right, come on. Now, first and foremost, meso means it has to be a achiral compound, and POS, COS will be present. Achiral means the same or identical thing will be available. Identical groups or atoms will be available. And the next one, minimum two chiral center it has to be present. And POS, COS, 100% it will be present. And next one, what it is? Optically inactive. Optically inactive means it cannot rotate ppl and plane polarized light. Then, and one more thing here, all optically inactive compounds need not to be a meso. Yes, come on, let us check. Here they have given the compound A, B, C, D, E. Now, in this, which is the correct option? Let us check with that. Okay, now here, two carbons, two chiral center, it is available. Yes, wedge and dash position they have given Fisher projection. In that, how do we identify? Okay, first carbon, front carbon, that is first carbon, let it keep constant. Second carbon we just rotate so that easily we can identify in that Fisher projection whether it is identical or not, a chiral molecule or not. Easily we can identify. So one, it has to be constant, the other one we just rotate, we just turn. So I just bring it to your notice. See here, CH3 it's there on the top, and the wedge position I just put it head, first carbon head. So Cl I just put it here, and dash position here, hydrogen I just put it. So this is the front carbon, this is full, it is front carbon, and this is back carbon. So back carbon I just rotated 60 degree. So when it is rotated, wedge and dash totally it will be varied. So here wedge means here I just put it, here wedge means we are rotating, no, so naturally just the opposite. So dash position it's there, no, that will come here, and wedge position will come here, and CH3 of course there is nothing, so I just put it down. I hope you got the clarity. The same way we are checking other thing also. Okay, so is this meso? Meso means it has to be POS, COS present when you cut that molecule. You have to get POS, COS. But here there is no POS, COS. That means this will not be the correct option. A is not the correct option. And B, let us check that B. So here CH3, wedge position CH3, and a dash position chlorine. See, as I mentioned in this molecule here also, wedge position is here and a dash position is there in that chlorine, and hydrogen nothing it is there, so we are putting on the top. And next one, we are just rotating. So when we are rotating, dash position what it is there, so dash position Cl it is there here, wedge position CH3, wedge position CH3 this side, and a dash position Cl, but just to the opposite one because we are rotating now. So dash position Cl and wedge position CH3. So when we are just checking here also, there is no POS, COS absent. So here there is no POS and COS absent for both. This is also wrong option. Okay, now third one, which is the third one here? wedge position and dash position. Wedge position hydrogen, yes, hydrogen is there. And a dash position Cl, it is there, yes, Cl it is there. And of course CH3, yes, CH3 is there. And CH2 CH3, I just put it down because they did not mention wedge or dash. But here dash position hydrogen, yes, I just put it because just to the opposite, no, so hydrogen I put it. Wedge position Cl, but these both are same, but which is different, you see this and this both are different, so it will not be a meso. Cos will be absent, so here also Cos absent. All right, come on, let us go to the next one. So next one, what it is, option D. So option D, here option D, I just bring it here. Option D, CH3, what it is, dash position CH3 and wedge position hydrogen and Cl. I just put it on the top, and here head, that means wedge position hydrogen and a dash position CH3. Yes, you got it now. And the same way Cl and Cl. So when you are cutting, yes, we got that meso. Meso, it's identical. See, when you cut, both are superimposable on mirror image. That is only we want for meso. Yes, we got it. D option, it is a meso. And option E, let us check here only option E. Here option E, what it has mentioned. So option E, here CH3 is there on wedge position, dash position hydrogen and Cl. So Cl we just put it on the top. So wedge position CH3, dash position hydrogen. And the same way here hydrogen or CH2 Cl. So the CH2 Cl, when you are rotating, so just to the opposite dash it comes this side and wedge goes that side, and the Cl on top, fine. This also same, yes, it is fine. But CH3 CH2 Cl both are different, so this will not be the correct option. So which is the correct option? Option D. Now you just check it, what is it, how that compound will be, that meso compound, how it will be when you cut, it will be symmetrical, that you remember. So minimum 2 chiral center is there, POS, COS will be present, and A chiral same identical. These are all the condition, and optically inactive. And one more point, all the optically inactive need not to be a meso. So optically active, it is a mandatory, but all the optically inactive compounds need not to be a meso. Okay, hope for meso compound optically inactive, it has to be present. I hope you got the clarity for this idea for you to remember. Yes, fine. Come on, let's go to the next question. The next question, among the following structures, select E isomer. Arrows indicate the bonds to be considered. Okay, now they have given the compound, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. In that, which are all belongs to E isomer? Do you know what do you mean by E isomer? E and Z isomers, that is actually how do we identify according to CIP rule only. Not only RS configuration, even E and Z compound, that means E and Z isomers also we can identify through CIP rule only. Yes, I would like to mention those ideas, then we can go on check which is E isomer. Come on. According to CIP rule, priority is directly proportional to atomic number. Here also the same rule it follows. And first atom attached to GI center. GI center, it is nothing. Chiral center, it is like double bond. The next carbons. These are all chiral center. So here one chiral center, here one chiral center. In the same way, here one chiral center, here one. In that which atom it is attached, so according to that we have to identify that atomic number range, and then we have to give that priority. Okay, so first atom attached to that GI center, that point only we have to consider. Okay, in that way we can proceed with that priority order. And next one, E and Z, I'm giving that idea. E and Z, same priority, both the side same priority, that means two groups will be available. So in that same priority means opposite side. So same priority will be opposite side, means it is what it is, E isomer. Same priority in that same side means Z isomer. Come on, let us check how do we identify. Now this is one GI center, this is one GI center, it is nothing, geometrical isomers only, GI. So GI, it is nothing, geometrical isomer. Okay, now come to this point. Okay, now here what it is, here one GI center is there, here one GI center. Now let us check with this. This is connected with the bromine, and this one which is connected with the fluorine. Now which you will give the priority? Bromine, you only this point you just observe. Bromine you will give the priority, or fluorine you will give the priority. Of course, 100% carbon, this GI connected with carbon, that is connected with bromine. So bromine atomic number higher. This is also connected with the carbon. This is connected with fluorine. So bromine will be the priority 1. Fluorine priority 2. Now, come on. This is the second GA. So this is the first GA, that is geometrical isomer. This is the second GA. Now, in that, here oxygen which is attached, in that carbon which is attached, in that oxygen atomic number higher, so here you will give the priority. So priority you will give here, and here you will give the priority too. So now you just check it here. Opposite side one, here one you are giving, opposite side here one you are giving. So oppositely, what it is attached, that group which is oppositely, here I have given that idea, no? Here same priority, this is one first priority, and this is also first priority. Same priority is on opposite side, so that is called E isomer. So first compound, it is E isomer. I hope you got the clarity. In the same idea, let us find the second isomer, second compound. Okay, second compound, what it is? Here arrow mark they mentioned, arrow mark indicates, because here two double bonds are there, here only one, so easily we can identify. Two double bonds are there. See, wherever double bonds, wherever alkenes are available, easily we can identify which is attached group, priority order, we can identify E and Z isomer. Okay, now here what it is, double bond, alkene. So arrow mark indicates this. So this is one Gi and this is one Gi. So this which is connected with first atom connected with the Gi, right? So this is connected with the bromine. This is also connected with the bromine. Now you see, this is also bromine and this is also bromine. Whom you will give the priority? Now you come to this point. See, here bromine means here hydrogen only, right? So here Br means here CH3 they have given, but here they did not mention. So whom you will give the priority? The priority you will give here. Why? Hydrogen is least bothered when you are comparing CH3, right? So that means this is a second priority. And the same way, now this C, what it is, Gi, this arrow mark, now this Gi. So this is whom you will give the priority? Oxygen which is attached. Of course, oxygen you will give the priority 1. And of course, this is carbon which is connected with here carbon, then only oxygen. Two oxygens are available, but even if it is two oxygens also, but carbon only which is attached. So which atom first attached to that Gi, that is only important. So this is priority 2. So these both are same side. Now you see one down and two top. So this means same side, what I mentioned, same priority on same side, that is Z isomer. So this is second compound, it is Z. I hope you are understanding. You are able to identify that E and Z configuration. It's very simple. Gi should be there. Gi means what it is, double bond. Alkene only you can identify. And the first atom which is attached to the Gi. So in that way you can identify. Now arrow mark is here, double bond. So Cl it is there, and here also Cl. Now whom you will give the priority? Now this Gi, first atom which is attached over there. And here also Cl it is there, here also Cl it is there. But here carbon which is connected with, but it is first atom directly attached there. So naturally you will give the priority 1 over here, and here you will give that priority 2. I hope you got that idea. Yes, come on. Now next one, this CH3 it is there. This is connected with CH3, but here CH, here what it is, CH3. So that means here what, whom you will give that priority? So that means here hydrogen will be there. Of course, here also hydrogen is there, but here also what it is, carbon which is connected with the hydrogen. So here two hydrogens are there. here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen. Now you see here only one hydrogen, here two hydrogens are there. So whom you will give the priority? Of course, 100% here carbon which is attached with only one hydrogen. So this you will give the priority 1. But whereas this is carbon CH2, here CH3. Here directly attached to CH3. So here two hydrogen, then only CH3. So here second priority. So what is the answer here you are providing? So same group which is attached, one and one priority, same side. See now, I hope you got that idea. Cl, that Cl it is directly attached to the same, what it is, Ga. Here attached with the CHCl, and the same way here CH3 directly attached here carbon which is attached to CH3, but whereas here CH2 CH3, so naturally the priority will go there only. So same side means what? Same priority on same side. Here this also Z isomer. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, the last one will check it whether E or Z finally. So this is Gi, arrow mark only, two double bonds are there, but here arrow mark is given here only. So let us check. So this one which is connected with what it is, carbon which is connected with another carbon CH3, whereas here this is Gi. No, this is connected with the double bond. So double bond with CH3. Double bond means here carbon which is connected another one carbon, and here another one carbon, here CH3, right? But here one carbon which is connected with here CH3 and here CH3. So that means priority you will give that here only first, because double bond two carbons are available, whereas here one carbon in that two carbons are available. So you will give the priority 2. And the same way this is Gi. In this, whom you will give the priority? It is deuterium, and here hydrogen. Deuterium, it is hydrogen isotope only. So deuterium it is greater than hydrogen. So you will give the priority 1 deuterium first and hydrogen second. So what do you observe here? 1 1. So opposite side here 2 2 opposite side, whereas here 1 1 directly, that means same side. Here opposite side. So opposite side means what it is? Opposite side, just now I mentioned, opposite side, same priority on opposite side, that is E. I hope you got the clarity now. Option what it is, D, option D, it is E isomer. So first one it is E isomer, and the last one it is E isomer, and second and third it is Z isomer. I hope you got the clarity of E and Z isomer. How do we identify? Please remember, same side means E, and opposite side means E, and same side means Z. So that is CIP rule. How do we get that CIP rule? According to that atomic number. And one more thing, first atom attached to that, what it is, GI center, that is priority order. Okay, now which is the correct option? 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about E and Z isomers. This example, this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. Easy also. Which of the following compound has zero dipole? They are asking zero dipole. How do we identify? If it is same direction, so is equal mu is not equal to 0. If it is opposite direction, mu is equal to 0. That you have learnt in chemical bonding chapter only. Yeah, right. Now come on. See here, pentagon, pentane they have given. So here both the side wedge position, means arrow mark will be upside only. Okay, just same only, right? So mu is not equal to 0. So this is mu is not equal to 0. And the next one here, what is that? Here what do you observe? Here Cl, and here also Cl. How do we identify in this also? As you are going for this side, POS is present? No. And the same way, this side also, and then this side also. So, see, here actually we cannot find anywhere in the same direction. See, suppose if it is double bond, here also it has to be same. So, mu is not equal to 0 in this point also. And the same way, all three sides also what it is, same side only what it is. This is mu, this like this position, right? So one, it has to be arrow mark down, there is a symbol. Okay, so this also upwards and here, and this also upwards only, because all are wedge position, head dash position down, right? Okay, now come to this point. So in this, actually, mu is not equal to 0. Very simple question. And the last, finally, we are coming to that conclusion. Here what it is, mu, I mean, this direction it goes upwards. Whereas here it is a dash position, it goes downwards. See, so upwards and downwards, it's equal to 0. They are asking that question, which of the following has zero dipole moment? So mu is equal to 0, which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. See, which and all the way they are bringing the question, really interesting. MS Chauhan's book, really very interesting to analyze and identify, and easy to get that idea, concept. Everything will be available in MS Chauhan book. So if you go through all these questions, observe, you will get the clear idea about that complete set. Right? Come on, let's go to the next question. Where everything is frozen, astronauts discovered two forms of butane. See the question, you see, observe that uh, on Pluto, where everything is frozen, astronauts discovered two forms of butane, gauge and anti. It is actually Newman's projection. In that, assume assuming that there are no rotation around single bonds, which statement about the two forms is correct? Okay, now that is enantiomers, diastereomers, meso compounds. Gauge form has two stereogenic center, and anti has only one. Okay, come on, let us identify which is the correct option. See, here they have given butane. Butane, what is the formula? See, they, how they are bringing the question, really it is interesting to analyze. See, whichever way we are focusing, anything, anywhere, just we are observing that question answer only, so easily we can analyze, imagination to bring that idea. Okay, come on, ch3 ch2 ch2 ch3 n butane. Okay, now in this is Newman's projection, and how to identify. So this is a dot structure and a circle. Dot, it is front carbon, circle, it is a back carbon. So ch3 ch2, this is, see, like this, right? So CH3, one it is CH3, CH2, right? And the next carbon here, CH3, opposite, anti means just to the opposite, right? So CH3, CH2. So this is actually there is not much repulsion, minimum repulsion will be there. So this is anti. Gauge method, just one rotation, from anti to there is one rotation. That's what I just bring it here also. So one, it will be constant, the other it is rotation. See, CH3, CH2, and then CH3, just to the opposite. No, so this is CH3 and this is CH3. I just bring it in this way. Now in this, you are just rotating other side. When you are rotating other side, this hydrogen will come here. This hydrogen, when it comes here, this CH3 will go there. So now you see, that is what purposely, this is also, this is gauge one. Here CH3, first carbon, it is common, head it is same, front carbon, CH3, CH2, and you are rotating. That's what I bring it this point to you. When you rotate this CH3, when it is rotating, what happened? This CH3, it goes over here, right? So that means here what it is, hydrogen will be coming. So this hydrogen will be coming. So this hydrogen, so two hydrogen is there. Now one hydrogen comes down, that CH3, another one top. So that means CH3, CH3, it is next to that only. So these both are coming. This is a gauge. So that means this is anti and this is gauge. So only one chiral center, it is a rearrangement, it is taking place. Two chiral center it is there. So in one chiral center, it is fixed. The other chiral center only, it is a rearrangement. So in that way, how do we identify diastereomers? Diastereomers, one chiral center, it is fixed, the other chiral center, it is rearranging. Spatial arrangement, non-mirror image. Not mirror image. So not mirror image means it is a diastereomers. So 100% anti and gauge, it is like what to say, diastereomers. So answer it is B. I hope you got the clarity. And this is not an enantiomer. Enantiomer, it is optically active. This is not optically active. And meso compounds, this is not at all meso compounds. And gauge form has two stereogenic center, whereas antiform only one. How come it is possible only one? Because antiform, it has to be two chiral center. Two chiral center only we can identify gauge and antiform. So this is not at all correct, and meso compounds will not be possible in this concept. And enantiomers also, enantiomers, it is optically active, but this is what it is, not mirror images only. So one carbon, it is fixed. This is first carbon, it is front carbon, it is fixed. The back carbon only which is rotating, gauge and anti. So that is what important. So that means what is the exact answer? Stereoisomers. See how critical way they are making us to think. Yes, come on. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let us go to the next question. Question: which of the following will show optically active? So optically active means it's a chiral molecule. So POS, COS will not be present, and it can rotate PPL. Okay, so non superimposable mirror images, these are all applicable for optically active. Enantiomers also we can bring it in this point. Okay, now in this is hexagon, cyclohexagon, and cyclohexane, and it is a wedge and a dash position. Okay, wedge and a dash position. Do you think there is a chiral? Yes, of course there is a chiral. Yes, PO is absent. Why POS is absent? Because it's wedge and it's a dash naturally. So it is POS is absent. So POS is absent means it's a chiral, right? Chiral, it is optically active. Chiral means it is optically active. Okay, now first compound, it is optically active. So this is optically active. Yes. Now the second one, let us check. Second one here, CH3, CH. CHOH, COOH, it is actually tartaric acid, and here same POS and COS is present actually. Here COS is present. COS is present means what it is? Actually A chiral, same COOH. So it is A chiral. A chiral. So A chiral means what it is? Meso tartaric acid, only the name they are providing. So COS is present. So naturally, what it is? This will not be optically active. So the optically inactive. So this is optically inactive, right? So this will not be the correct option. They are asking optically active. And the next one, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3, HOH and HOH. Yes, when we cut this molecule, POS is present, COS also it is present. So POS, COS present means optically inactive. This will not be optically active. So it is meso compound. This is meso. Right. So this also will not be applicable. And then next one, D and E also it is available, right? Okay. Now in this CH2, CH3, and here OH, OH, CH2, CH3 and H. Actually, here one small rearrangement. Why, Because of priority order. So we just interchange and this has to come here. Right. So when we are interchanging, no, this is chiral center, no, this is one chiral center, this is one chiral center. This is okay, fine. Now this we have to rearrange. When we are rearranging, how do we get, here you will get what it is. Here CH2, CH3, and here the first carbon, what it is, first chiral center OH, here H only. Here what it is, rearranging is the taking place, no. So this is H and this is OH. So interchanges it is taking place. So this H will go here and then again interchange. So HOH here, CH2 here, CH2, CH3. Are you able to see? Okay, so that means this is what it is. Is it optically active? Is it optically active? Of course, 100% it is optically active. Why? Because non-superimposable mirror image. How is it possible, non-superimposable mirror image? It is not the same. See, this is CH2, CH3. This is also CH2, CH3. HOH, HOH. It's common. But you see how that position, the position, it is non-superimposable mirror images. Optically active. So option D, it is optically active. It's a chiral compound. So here POS, COS is absent. It's a chiral. So option D, it is optically active. Option A also optically active. And option D, they have given in a typical way 50 percentage, 50-50 mixture of C and D. 50-50 percentage of C and D, right? So that means C, it is what? C, it is meso. So meso in that optically active. So optically active only now. So in this C, compound C, it is meso. That means it is zero. Optically active, it is zero. And here they are mixture, no, so plus. And here D, it is optically active. That means it is 5 degree. It is 5 degree because one carbon, no, so 5 degree. So that means here what do you observe? In this 0 plus here 5 degree means what it is? D and L. So D and L means what it is? So D plus L. So D plus L, here what it is? Chiral only. So this is 1 point, it is chiral only. Chiral. So one it is zero also. The other one it is D and L, optically active. So it will rotate plane polarized, right? It is optically active. It is a chiral. When you are adding meso and what it is, chiral. So naturally you will get chiral only. So D and L you will be getting. So in that way, option A also it is what it is? Chiral. And D also it is chiral. And E also it is chiral only. So option E, this also it's chiral only. Of course, D, C and D they mention. C, it is actually zero. Why? Because it is a meso compound. D, it is a chiral. So when we are adding D, 50 percentage, 50 percentage it is there in that DL. So 5 degrees. So you will get chiral molecule, of course. So which is the correct option? Option A, D, E, A, D, E. Option A is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity of all these questions. Yeah. Next 10 questions in our next video, let us discuss. I hope you got the clarity. Thank you for watching and thank you for your great support.